Yeah, I know they say he's passing gas and everything. So I like that I'm watching it from home.
On a more positive note, are you enjoying the Trump trial?
I am enjoying the Trump trial. So that's what happens when you're old. You fall asleep and you toot a little bit. I don't think I want to be in that room, But the thing is, he's old.
Raise your hand if you've ever felt personally victimized by a cereal commercial. Just Trump? Well, buckle up, because Wanda Sykes just said what we've all been thinking. And now Donnie Diapers is scribbling lawsuits against Quaker Oats. But this isn't just about him, it's about us, our country, and why Frosted Flakes are suddenly peak political drama. Let's dig in. Quick favor, if you're loving this content, subscribe. Over 98% of viewers watch without hitting that button. It's free, but your support fuels the roast train. Did you? Perfect, thanks, you're a legend. Now back to the chaos. Picture this, Wanda Sykes versus Donald Trump in the cereal aisle of life. Sykes, cool as a cucumber on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Logically dropped truth bombs faster than Trump can spell Kufef. When asked how she's doing under Trump's watch, she fired back, "I'm a black woman and a lesbian. How the hell do you think I'm doing?" The crowd? They lost their minds because, yeah, sometimes the truth is the best punchline. Sykes didn't stop there. She compared Trump's leadership to a toddler in the grocery store, screaming about transgender cereal while the economy melts down. He's so offended by rainbow marshmallows, he forgot to pay the bills, she deadpanned. Meanwhile, Trump's probably filing a complaint with the FDA about gluten-free conspiracy theories. And let's talk about ratings. Sykes accused him of watching his own speeches to boost his ego, because what else does he have left? At least nobody was fired tonight, she quipped, unless you count common sense. The coup de grace? Sykes summed it up. He's not running a country, he's hosting a reality show where the only rule is cry louder. And we're all just here eating Captain Crunch while he throws a tantrum over the box's mascot. So subscribe if you want more of this, because nothing's funnier than watching a guy who once owned a tower now acting like a toddler who discovered glitter glue.
Sleep and you toot a little bit. I'm doing it.
It's funny because most people, you just go, all right, well, he's an older guy, he's sitting there, he's, whatever. But in this guy, that if Joe Biden did something like that,
oh my God,
he'd have a blimp with Joe Biden farted on it, flying over the courtroom.
Oh yeah, they would pump sound in. They would like put a mic right by his butt.
Spoiler, the world's on fire, and he's still arguing with Kellogg's about fake flakes. P.S. Trump's probably suing Frosted Flakes right now. We'll see how that goes.
This guy, that if Joe Biden did something like that,
oh my God,
he'd have a blimp with Joe Biden farted.
Oh my God,
they'd have him blasting "Hail to the Chief" out of his
Because you can't make fun of him. I mean, the Trump people get really upset.
Right.
Some of them been coming to my...
Sykes was not yet finished. Oh no, she was on the verge of warming up. This was followed by her criticism of Trump's peculiar obsession with transgender issues, because it appears to be the most pressing issue facing the United States of America at the moment. Rolling one's eyes is typical, according to Sykes himself. While he's busy worrying about who's using which bathroom, the planet is literally on fire.
Jimmy, I'm a black woman and a lesbian. How the hell you think I'm doing? Why you bringing us into this? They got gay couples selling. Like, just freaking sell your stuff.
It went this way. Why Americans voted the way we did.
Sometimes America is just gonna America.
Sykes just served a masterclass in comedy as weaponry, comparing Trump's obsession with transgender issues to a twisted game of Where's Waldo? Except Waldo's replaced with a guy in a comb-over searching for someone to bully. Meanwhile, the rest of us are frantically debating, should I build an ark or just wear flame-retardant pants now? Priorities. Donald. Priorities. Sykes nailed it. Trump's fixating on hangnails while the house is literally on fire. His agenda? More like Agenda 2.0. How to make being a former president even more cringe. She roasted his pettiness with surgical precision. He's so busy hunting Waldo that he missed the memo. The world's collapsing and we're all stuck watching him whine about pronouns like a toddler denied glitter glue. And the cherry? Sykes' mic drop. His presidency may be over, but his talent for making himself look ridiculous? Still unmatched. Meanwhile, Trump's still in the sandbox, screaming fake news at anyone who points out his toupee defies wind physics. Subscribe if you want more of this, because nothing's funnier than watching a man who once owned a tower now acting like it's 1995 and his biggest problem is a hangnail. Spoiler, the world's on fire and he's filing a lawsuit against the matches. P.S. Sykes' advice for Trump. Next time, skip the roast and focus on not melting your own presidency. Bonus points if you learn to spell combustion.
You know, I know it's like, well, white women didn't vote for him. I mean, didn't vote for her. I mean, have you seen The Bachelor? Women tear each other apart over a dude. The majority of white women not voting for another woman. I'm like, y'all need to watch more Bravo.
Wanda Sykes took aim at Trump's obsession with superficial issues, calling it out for what it really is, a massive distraction. If we're relying on cereal companies to fix racism, she quipped, we're in way deeper trouble than anyone realized. Oof, that must have stung Donnie. And let's not forget her zinger about Trump's fix-it approach. He thinks banning one show or firing one actor will solve centuries of systemic racism. Newsflash Donnie, it doesn't work like that. The audience ate it up faster than Trump eats fast food. In true Sykes fashion, she wrapped up by saying, the next time Trump complains about representation in media, remind him that real life isn't scripted, and his presidency sure as hell proved it. Mic drop.
Congratulations.
Too soon, Jimmy. Too soon. Don't bring us into this.
Cheerios. I knew they were responsible for something. Do you expect a cabinet position? I mean, how have you been able to digest this?
4.31-4.5 to Donald Trump, the orange-tinted reality TV star who somehow became president, just proved he's got the emotional maturity of a toddler at a candy store. Except instead of a tantrum over sour gummy worms, he's throwing fits over jokes. After Wanda Sykes roasted him for being the human equivalent of a broken spell check, and Jimmy Kimmel quipped that his policies are so bad, even my ex's dating profile had better grammar, Trump didn't just lose his cool, he lost his mind. His response? Calling Kimmel untalented and Sykes unfunny. Wow, Donnie, those burns hit harder than a diet soda on a migraine. You'd think a guy who once called himself a genius could handle a little teasing, but nope, his comeback skills are so weak they'd make a baby's new. At a cookie jar, look articulate. Here's the punchline. Sykes' jokes aren't just funny, they're prophetic. While she's out here dropping truth bombs about climate change and justice, Trump's busy sulking over a comedy routine. It's like watching a CEO throw a fit because someone mocked his hair at a board meeting. Oh wait, that is exactly what's happening. And let's not skip the cherry on top. Sykes' courtroom gas joke is that the Lincoln Project's ads or your digestive system had Trump's lawyers scrambling for Pepto-Bismol, because nothing says statesman like blaming your flatulence on a political group. Classic Trump turning a legal hearing into a Family Guy cutaway gag where he's investigating intestinal fraud. Subscribe if you want more of this gold, because nothing's funnier than watching a former president realize the only thing he's winning at is being the world's most expensive punchline. And that's not even a metaphor. His legal fees could fund a year's supply of joke books for the entire Comedy Central lineup.
Cheerio commercials and showing all those interracial couples. You scared the out of white people. I think, a lot of us aren't like totally shocked, but it's like, okay, you get your hopes up. It's like, what are y'all doing? It's just cereal. Just sell the damn cereal. I know they say he's passing gas and everything. So I like that I'm watching it from home.
On a more positive note, are you enjoying the Trump trial?
I am enjoying the Trump trial. So that's what happens when you're old. You fall asleep and you toot a little bit. I don't think I want to be in that room, But the thing is, he's old.
Trump's so old as a joke, Wanda Sykes suggested he might need a gastroenterologist on his legal team. Because let's face it, Donald, when comedians are making fart jokes about you in court, it's time to reevaluate your life choices. Classic Trump move, turning every situation into a punchline for someone else's Netflix special. And let's be real, Sykes isn't creating this material. Trump's handing it to her on a silver platter like a Thanksgiving turkey wearing a MAGA hat. Imagine paying for tickets to a Wanda Sykes show and being shocked shocked she roasted the guy who thinks Cuffy is a legal defense. It's like expecting a professional clown to not make you laugh at a rodeo. The bull just keeps charging straight into her jokes. Sykes has even started weaponizing the MAGA mob's outrage, turning their frothing at the mouth rants into comedy platinum. She's not just mocking Trump, she's using his supporters' tantrums like kindling for her fire. You know what they say? Nothing scares powerful bullies more than being laughed at. And boy is Trump scared. Like, where's my spray tan now? Scared. As Sykes so eloquently put it, nothing scares powerful bullies more than being laughed at. So next time you see a political powerhouse throwing a toddler-level meltdown, just remember punchlines. Power trips. Because laughter's the only thing that dissolves egos faster than his hair dissolves in a wind tunnel. In the ultimate battle of wits between Wanda Sykes and Donald Trump, let's just say there's no contest. One's got razor-sharp humor, the other's got tiny hands and an inability to spell nuclear. Advantage. Sykes. P.S. If Trump's legal team's next move is objection, this is fake news. We'll all be here waiting with popcorn and a side of I told you so.